So I decided for no apparent reason, just because I was bored one weekend and wanted something to do, to challenge myself to make a song in 1 minute, 10 minutes, and 1 hour. It's interesting how much the constraint of time can speed up your workflow and make you find what the essential parts of the sound are and like force you to just make decisions and be okay with that. So yeah, I found it was quite an interesting challenge, and honestly I think I like the 1 minute song more than the 10 minute song. But the 1 hour song I would say is probably the best, which you would hope it would be after spending a full hour on it. Anyway, 1 minute go. So I'm using this device that I built in Ableton, which allows you to just play one note and then it generates a chord and it plays the bass for you. And then also if you go to the lower notes, then you get a drum kit. So maybe that's cheating, but like I kind of think that's the only way that you can possibly make like a cool song with good sounds in like a minute. So yeah, maybe it's cheating, but I think it will help me make something good. So yeah, just getting in some drums now. Not too bad. Really speed around that. And then up the top of the instrument we've got just like an upright piano, so we can do a little melody here. And considering that there's 10 seconds left, yeah, this is really just a one shot. Like there's no going back on any of these choices. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm slightly worried about these last few notes. Yeah, I think those were not it. Yeah, honestly, for 1 minute, I'm kind of proud of how far I got. Alright, 10 minutes go. So this time I'm doing it a bit more manual, laying out the chords and not just letting an automatic thing like generate them for me. So that's a bit more fun. I think I realized later that this is the chord progression from Concrete, sung by Tom Odell, if anyone knows that song. Anyway, didn't intend to steal that, but it's a cool chord progression, I guess. Yeah, so I'm getting a bass in, got a little drum beat in as well. This is more of a chilled, like groovy sort of vibe, less of a electronic, like house vibe, like the last one. So I got a bit more time. I think the thing I realized about having more time is that you end up wasting a lot more time. Like having the limitation of 1 minute just forces you to just make decisions, and I kind of enjoy that. Whereas this, like I think I spent like a minute on just the hi-hats on this song. And it's like, are they that much better? Not really. But anyway, now I've got a saxophone in this time, which should be something cool and make this song a little bit more unique. So got a little vibey melody going. Now we get a little bit of more of a chance to like iterate on the melody and not just like have it be the first thing that I sketch into the MIDI. Yeah, so now I'm just making like a little intro on a different synth. It's not too bad. And I guess that's the other thing that you can sort of do once you got a bit more time, is like do a little bit more arrangement. So yeah, I'll try and do a bit more of like a build in the main verse and like, yeah, make the song have some more structure to it. Although very quickly that time ran out, just like iterating on the saxophone melody. So that'll be 10 minutes done. And the final song. Low-key, I feel like I actually kind of preferred the 1 minute song. I mean, it's good. This is good as well, but yeah. 1 hour. Alright, let's go. So yeah, somehow it really is like the longer the time limit, the more time I spend on each element, like 1.5 minutes for the chords. Like maybe they're more interesting, but also, yeah, I don't know. That was how long the first song took. So I'm getting some drums in here. Don't really know exactly what the vibe's gonna be yet, but kind of more electronic-y again, like more like the first song. Got a lot of sidechain as well. Got this little like noise generator which I've been experimenting with. It's just like a bunch of samples of like cups and random pots and pans and shit, and you just play like random noises from all of them, and then yeah, get some like interesting ambience in the background. Then get like a nice hearty bass in. Adding another synth layer, which yeah, should make it more like full and more round. And then making it arpeggiated. Interesting. I'm now getting surprised by my own choices, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm commentating this like a month after actually making the song, so I forgot what song I made. Anyway, that's fine. And here we are, yeah, making the bass like a little bit more interesting, adding some variance to that. And now I can sort of start the arrangement process. I think I'm going to use a saxophone again in this, so that should be cool, I reckon. And here we go, we've got a little melody going now. I think this melody is actually really good. I mean, obviously, yeah, I've spent a while on it because it's already down to 35 minutes. But I think that's the thing, is like, as soon as the timer is longer, I'm just spending longer and longer on each element, which is good. And I think this song is honestly better than the other two. But if you think about the time investment for how much better it is, it's like I spent already almost 3 times the previous song on this one, and I would say it's maybe like, I don't know, like 5 or 10% better. So I feel like that's the classic thing with like doing a creative thing, is it's like getting that first like 90% of the content done takes like 10% of the effort, and then like getting it to that 100% mark takes like 90% of the effort to just get that like last 10%, I guess. But now doing a bit of arrangement here. I love a good auto filter to like build into something, so adding that on. Just vibing now. Yeah, got a little drum build going for the intro, which is always nice. Auto-filtered drums, my favorite. Sounds like you're underwater and the drums are in another room. Yeah, so I've really sort of worked on a bit more of a structure in this song since I've had a lot more time, and that's sort of like, I think actually arrangement does take a fair bit of time, to be honest. Like figuring out how to transition between sections and how to like build and like make a song interesting when it changes is, I feel like, such a core part of a song's identity. So I think, yeah, it takes a bit of time, but I think it's definitely worthwhile, and that is probably what sets this song apart from the 1 minute and 10 minute songs, is that like arrangement and the build and the drops and the different sections. So it's good. Adding bells. I love bells. I've been really inspired by Bonobo recently, and he does sort of like these spread bells where you've got like a few different instruments and they're all playing maybe like slightly out of sync with each other, but it like layers to create like such a nice like rich sound, and you spread them between like left and right, and I don't know, I can't exactly get them as nice as his are, but I'm working on that. Auto filter every time. Sounds so good. And here I'm just adding sort of like a B section with some different chords. 1 minute left. Shit, that time went fast. Oh, changing the bass in the last few seconds. That is risky. Don't even get to test it. So that's 1 hour. Here we go. Yeah, so it's definitely a little bit sparse in some sections. I think with a bit more time, it could have been, yeah, polished up a bit around these parts. Just adding a few more layers would have, yeah, gone a long way, but it is what it is. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Alright, bye.